conversations on this show because we never know what kind of conversations we're gonna have. I think that's really why they call them conversation.
Yeah.
Like a con artist or something.
Oh, wow.
Conversation. And we got a good one over here. A good one. Okay?
Yes.
And we welcome you again. There's Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Here's our comedian that always keep us laughing, the one and only Big Husky. And we have Lisa with us again.
Yeah.
And then we have Roberta Elaine. Woo! And the one and only, our sex therapist that don't know nothing about sex.
Toto.
Did you see that pause she went?
Yeah.
Wow! I tell you, Big Husky can really stop a show. He need to go back to the end of the line. He need to go back to the end of the line.
Well,
The end of the line.
this lady
Underground.
and the last show taught me how to get past the line. So.
Okay, so I tell you, we have so much fun on this show. You all, I hope you all really enjoyed this show. Please put your comments at the bottom of the screen on Big Husky. He's our target tonight, is Big Husky, okay? All right, so how's everybody day today? I just got thrown off with Big Husky.
I'm good.
Oxymoron. I was just asking who? Kimberly.
Well, she was
Big
just-
Husky
yeah.
want to know how was your day?
How was your day,
I've
Kimberly?
had a wonderful day, Big Husky.
How was
Thank
your
you for
weekend?
asking.
What did you do this weekend? You
Yeah,
you-
tell us
you
about your
probably did
weekend.
something amazing.
What did you do,
You
girl?
and the Lord.
Whoop, whoop.
Y'all got together this weekend,
Well,
and
I
y'all
keep-
probably parasailed somewhere.
We did. I can't even tell you about Sunday. Oh my gosh, Sunday was amazing.
Uh-huh.
But
It
let's start
sure
with
was.
Thursday. Sunday was amazing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It was great. I was at the Glory Revival, and that's the church where I go where the pastor's 28, and it's mainly college students. But then you got a lot of us old heads there that visit, and I've just fallen in love with those young people because of the way they worship, and we're singing the songs and everything, and just all of a sudden, and the graphics
Uh-huh.
because they are younger
Yes.
that they put on a screen are absolutely amazing.
Right.
So, and I think this guy is Indian, from
Mhm.
India. He's real dark skinned, beautiful hair, about this
Wow.
tall, and he does the sound system. And on the
Linda,
screen,
y'all the same height.
wait till you see how short he is.
Linda go come back on him in a minute.
I love you, Linda.
Look what he's doing.
That heart not even right.
It's crooked in it. Look, it was crooked.
So the
Crooked. Go ahead, Kim.
I'm sorry.
okay, I'm gonna let y'all just see this because it was just beautiful to me.
Oh, wow.
This is what was
This
on the
is-
screen,
Oh, that is beautiful.
and it moved the whole time during worship.
Uh-huh.
And it just kept moving. So he would come all the way out and going back, and
Back.
the water's doing like this. I have to send it to Emmanuel. But he has the Bible. This angel has the Bible in his
That's
hand.
beautiful.
So during worship, pastor is reading scriptures from Revelations
Uh-huh.
about him coming, Jesus coming.
Yes.
And the screen is huge. So this angel is coming out on this water,
Oh, wow.
and
Oh, I know
the
that
Bible
was
is in
pretty.
his hand. And
Oh,
as the
yeah.
pastor would say, the scriptures from Revelation. Y'all, I kid y'all now. All of a sudden, we started going down one by one. Everybody just started going down on the
Falling
floor
out.
one by one. It was so beautiful till it was just absolutely nothing but just on the ground worshiping
Beautiful.
God. And then next thing you know, pastor fell out and he was like face back. I ain't never seen a pastor fall out. He just fell out and he was just in the spirit. Y'all, we worshiped so 6, 7, 8, 9, about till 10 o'clock.
Wow.
Just straight, just out.
Oh, that's a good one.
And the sound of these young people, their worship is like nothing I've
Now,
ever
that's
heard
awesome
before.
to see
It's a
young
different
people. That-
sound.
it
'Cause
is.
they're
It's a
mainly
different-
college age.
Yes.
And
and
you
they
got, you
know
got,
how
you
to
got
do
those
it.
chaperones out there.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, the worship is just, and just to see that happen.
Yeah.
And then, you know how nobody, you always, when it gets quiet, you always got that one person,
That's scared
Right.
just
about it.
screaming all out, all
Screaming
out
out of all out of line, all out of order.
But it was
Yeah.
just so, that was Sunday, it was just so
It was a peaceful
beautiful,
order.
yes.
Yeah.
And everybody just stayed in order, and they just bowed down before the Lord. And the pastor just, I just can't even tell you, describe how
beautiful.
beautiful it was.
No words to
That's
describe.
good.
To describe
But
it,
it's hard to describe worship.
it
I
really
mean,
is.
it is. It's
And
hard to
people
Real
don't
describe
worship,
understand.
yeah.
You-
Real
there are
worship,
no
you
words
off
to
into
put
it, you
with
don't remember
You don't
anything.
put- you
You
can't.
just letting go. And when you can go in that
Yeah,
atmosphere where you
peace.
can just just let go. And
Yeah.
everybody, it's an awesome. It's
It
It
awesome.
is really
It's
awesome.
really
So their
awesome.
graphics are really neat because they're
Yeah.
they're gonna put you in that
In that
zone because they're so
moment,
young and
yeah.
all they know is AI. And
Yeah,
Yes.
all of that,
They love
yeah.
all
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just so beautiful because it just always complements whatever the pastor's reading. And I'm sitting there like, there's no movie like, you see the Avengers
Right,
coming out the sky and all
Right.
that, but you see an angel holding the Bible coming up and going back, coming to get y'all. No.
You hear that, Emmanuel and Otis? Y'all hear that? So y'all can start doing that when I'm preaching.
There you go.
There you
Hear
go.
that?
Whoa.
Y'all done messed it up now.
Whoa, y'all, they can do it now.
Kimberly done messed it up
They
now.
can do it now.
Now she
You
about to
put
try
those two
manual.
I wish
Yeah,
y'all could
but
see
they'll
it in
do it.
person. I just wish y'all could see it in
That's
person.
beautiful.
I
And then the
just, well,
scriptures.
we didn't get no invite. So I just want to know when I'm going to get an invite. I'm coming. I'm coming so I
Yeah,
can go
right.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
She said she wish we could see.
I
came.
I
I,
just
you know, I
see
love the
young
Lord.
I know it. And
they
he
all-
heard your
I
cry.
do, yeah. I love
And he
Jesus.
pitied every groan.
That part.
And see, there's that scripture, and then he'll have the scripture and the angels in the background. See, the wings are
Yeah,
moving.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Everybody's,
beautiful.
and the angels are back there, and see the angel moving.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just sitting there going, okay.
That's beautiful.
And I was like,
Okay,
Lord,
we can
mesmerized by
use
it.
ours and bring them in, bring
Yeah.
them in.
I
But you
was
know,
like,
that's
Elma,
good. I like
I was
it.
like, Lord, you ain't even got to say, well done, your good and faithful servant. You just say, come on in, baby.
That's right.
You tried, you made it. Come
But that
on
what
in.
makes it so beautiful. That just makes
Absolutely.
it beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Linda.
Big Husky was in a movie playing a pastor.
She want to know, did he
So
go? But it was
he been saved and filled with the Holy Ghost.
She wants to know.
just doing the play.
No.
Yeah,
I
she-
pray for real. I'm gonna pray for real. Like, I don't,
But did you see her face? This
I don't
big
mess
Husky
around
go
when
to
it comes to
church.
the Lord.
He said he
I
don't
got
mess
you.
around when it comes to the law.
But did you see her? She was like, this big Husky go to church.
Yes, ma'am.
Big Husky, God, Big Husky can preach, baby.
Yeah.
He'll preach the walls down. And they don't
Yeah.
know what he's
Yeah.
saying.
and let me tell you, I saw Fighting Temptation. He was there. No.
And then you can hear Lisa on the holler,
Yeah.
and then Linda done fell out.
yes.
But seriously,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a minister.
yeah, he's
preach
a minister.
too.
He's
Where
a
you go?
minister.
I go to, what did you say?
What church you go
Oh,
to?
Willing Workers Missionary Baptist Church.
See, he's a willing
Willy
worker.
Wonka.
Willing.
You
I
ain't
know
a
that's what it
willing
sound like.
walker.
That's what
I
it
knew
sound like
she
you
was gonna
said.
say that.
That doesn't sound like she said.
I knew you were gonna say that. No, it's not Willy Wonka.
Girl,
Willing
but
workers.
he's a worker,
Willing
girl.
worker for the Lord.
Willing
Some of y'all
workers.
not willing workers.
That's
Some of y'all just show up.
Just show up and they are not doers of the word.
Some of them just come and get in line.
That boy. I'm a
way
willing
back
worker.
there.
Yeah, they
I'm a
way
willing
in the
worker,
back
yeah.
there, you know. All right, we're going to have our scripture walk because y'all see we going to need it before we get in this conversation with our
Now that would be a good one for Lisa to show us how to get in the front of the line.
to get to
Right,
Jesus.
right.
Yeah, how you skip the line.
To get to
At
Jesus.
the judgment
Lisa.
seat of Christ. How
You
you
get to Jesus?
Yeah, how you
gonna
skip the
do that,
line.
Lisa?
How you gonna get to Jesus?
Yeah, because you can't tell no lies.
What you going to
then.
say?
You got a
You gotta.
long line.
You just pray. You pray. You walk and pray.
You going to pray them into the line?
You walk and pray.
Oh, so you walk and
walk.
pray and then before
Yeah,
you know
you
it, you
walk
have to
and
be
pray.
front.
There you
Oh, I
go.
got it.
Yeah,
Because
because
you
you're
in
in the
front of the
spirit.
line.
Right.
And
They're not gonna
you're in the
interrupt you.
spirit, they're not going to
Yeah.
interrupt
Hold on,
you.
real quick. So, Linda, walk and pray.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Pray is communication between you and God. Just in case you didn't know.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
We finna have our scripture. Come on. Throw that beat. Hit that beat.
That's
Hit
okay.
that beat. Hit that beat.
Oh,
Otis.
Lord, yes.
Hit the
We
beat.
trying to get to the front of the line. We want to finish what you start. And that's Philippians 1:6. No matter what you're going through, even if you're at the end of the line, we want you to finish what you start. We don't want you to give up. Just keep walking and praying. And remember, never give up, because one day you will get to the front of the line. Why?
Yes.
Because those that are last become first, and those that are first become last. So one way or the other, you gonna do what? But God. And he'll get you to the front of the line if you keep trusting and believing in him. All right, that's the little sermon tidbit right there. I'm at the front of the line, and we're getting ready to have a good conversation tonight. I love having conversations because we never know where these conversations gonna end up.
Never know.
We're going to be talking about Lisa's book first. We're going to talk
Mud
about her
Cake.
book, Mud Cake.
Mud
Lisa
Cake.
is an
Mud Cake.
author as well, and
I just want y'all to know I bought my book, so you need to buy your book.
that's right. He bought his book.
$12.99. You
Come
can get it on
on,
Amazon.
come on.
You can get it on BarnesandNoble.com. Just don't go and get it at the corner store because she ain't selling them over there.
No.
Go get your book. BarnesandNoble.com, Amazon, yeah, Kindle, all that. Get it.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Did you tell him all of that?
She did.
Not today.
How did he know that?
She
Because
she
he has
mentioned
that
Amazon.
telepathy.
I do.
Oh,
I
is
do.
that what it
I
is?
do. I was
He has
telepathical.
that
Oh, my
discernment.
God.
I was telepathical, so I did. Yeah.
Oh, my God. But anyway,
Wait. He
What
telling
is
the
it?
path to lie.
Okay.
I'm telling the path to lie.
How many syllables?
We need to put it back
Whoa, it's getting hot in here, y'all. Boy, I tell you,
Don't take all of your clothes.
That's buckwheat. Buckwheat.
You look simply stunning.
You look
You
stunning.
look amazing, though.
You look like a mud cake.
I missed you the last 2 weeks. I did.
Because he didn't have nobody to
And he's
pick on.
making
man.
up for it.
And he can't wait till Tara get back so he get an oxymoron.
Oh, yes.
That's
Tara.
right.
That's what he
Yeah.
wants.
Yep.
But
And he's not talking OxyClean. He's talking oxymoron.
Yeah.
But anyway, Lisa is an author
Yes.
as well as a theater actor as well. So we are blessed tonight for a comedian.
Uh-huh.
You know, Big Husky is a whatchamacallit too. He does films.
Movies.
He does movies
Yeah,
and all of
TV
that
and all
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
you?
Yes.
I do.
Well, you just let me know where you are, and we will make it on set. We
That
will
part.
not sit
There you
on
go.
line.
You ain't even got still in line. She's my plus one. Let her come.
Yeah, there you go. Bring her on in.
I'm his sister.
And so you might even see them putting
You're
together
my
this
sister.
film, The Mud Cake.
That part.
She might be doing it. But anyway, she's an author and she and this is such a beautiful little girl. I know
Yes,
your
yes.
daughter is going to enjoy this book. And this little book is written by Lisa.
Umwa.
Yes. And Lisa,
It's
tell
about
us a
me.
little. Yeah, it's about Lisa. This is Lisa.
This is me
It
as
looks
a little
just
girl.
like her as a little girl. This
Yep,
is Lisa.
that's
So
exactly
Lisa,
me.
tell us about your book. What made
that's
you? What
you when you
inspired
was
you to
younger.
write this?
Well,
that was her when she was younger.
This book is
That
when I
looks
was a
too
little
much
girl,
melanin in it,
born and
don't it?
raised New Yorker.
He is so. Tell her what you just said.
I got a little too much melanin in it, don't it?
Um,
Because you light skinned now.
I think it's because it comes from our heritage.
I feel you.
Thank you. Moving on. But
Everybody get
born and
That's
raised
so
New Yorker,
serious.
and we lived in the suburbs.
Okay,
and one
okay.
of the biggest things about us, well, for me anyway, I always loved to play in the mud.
Okay.
I always like to bake things and
That's her
create
with the mud.
things. And
That's her with the mud.
Yeah,
Oh, the mud was on your face.
On the
Okay.
face. That's her with the
yeah,
mud.
that's
Mud.
I came out with facials.
That's
I'm the
right.
one who created that.
Right.
You know that?
Yeah, she created
Yeah,
that.
I took all the little bugs and pellets out and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that, and made the
Made-
mud
and
really
made her
nice and
something.
smooth and
Come
stuff like
on.
that.
Makeup and all of that.
Put it
stuff.
all on the faces.
Now they
Yeah.
doing it and they ain't giving you the credit. I'm writing Congress or something.
I think you should.
I should.
Okay.
So you love to play with mud.
I
Right.
love to play with mud. So one day I said, and this was when my mom was getting up in age. She kept on telling Lisa, you need to write a kid's book.
Okay.
And I'm like, Mom, I don't have the time. I really don't. So then my mom passed away,
Mhm.
and it hurt me that I didn't do it
Before she
so
died.
she could.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
So I dedicated it to her.
Oh.
And my children, and I said, you know what? And then when I got it in the mail, I literally said, look, Mom!
and she said, yeah, you
I went
did it,
outside, I
Lisa.
put it up in the sky. But this is about me as a little girl, and it's my mom's birthday,
Uh-huh.
and I want to do something special for her. And I said, I know, I'll make her a mud cake. So now I take you on a journey on how to make a mud cake. Now I can't tell you the ending because then it'll spoil the surprise.
That's fine.
So just know I take you on a journey to make the mud cake.
Mud cake.
Huh.
Mhm.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it's baked with love, made with care.
That's sweet. Isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful.
And you have your mom in the book, and who else
Yes.
is in the book?
It's just me and my mom,
Mom
and the
in the
mud
book.
and the dirt.
And the dirt
And
the
a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
But you know what I love is the big, beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
Don't those eyes are the
Because her eyes are very expressive. So I see
Yes.
why.
Yes.
I'm very animated.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
they're just like her.
Yep,
And that's
that's
why we
me.
love
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And it says on the back, baked with love,
Made with care.
Yeah.
Come
So,
on.
isn't that? It's just touching and make you want to cry. You know what? When my son was little,
Sorry.
gosh, this girl is really good. I almost thought she was really crying.
She's extra like me.
I
like
know
her.
it. I love it. When he was little, my mom she was a diabetic, and she always liked to grab stuff to eat, right? And so she wanted some cookies, and my son was out there. Well, Emmanuel was out there making these cookies, and he liked to play, but so he made some butt cookies, and they look like chocolate chip cookies, really.
Right.
So she kept, when he came in, he was showing her the cookies, so she wanted the cookie. And he kept telling Granny, this is a mud cookie, it's not a real cookie. Boy, you give me that cookie. I know that's a cookie. You just don't want me to have a cookie. So she kept on, and so he was about maybe 4 or 5 or something like that. So he got tired of it. So he said, well, go on and eat the cookie, Granny. So when she bit into the cookie, boy, she got mad. You trying to kill me. I'm going to tell your mama, you're trying to kill me. He said,
But she's
well,
got
I
a good
told you
fiber.
it was a mud cookie. Boy, we cracked up. It was so
Why
funny.
can I see Emmanuel doing that with just the most innocent face?
I know he did, but
Yeah.
he was so sincere when he came in. He said, Mama, I told her it was a mud cookie, but she kept bothering me, so I just gave it to her. So, but it was so funny how she got upset with him
Listen to your elders.
over that. But
Yeah, I mean,
he was being obedient.
Yeah.
And she wanted me to whoop him. I said, no, Mom,
No.
because he told you it was a mud cookie, and you wasn't supposed to be eating cookies anyway.
They
So
have-
that ended that conversation quick.
Right there.
You know, so but you can have fun as a kid
Yes.
and making this mud cake. So how long did it take you to write the book?
Well, I did all the illustrations and stuff myself, so it took me about 3 months. 'Cause
That's
I
all to
like
write a
draw.
book?
Well, I already had it in my head.
had
All I
to
had
do
to
it.
do was just create the illustrations, and then I sent it off to the Philippines, and then they created everything else.
Oh, they
wow.
did
I
a
could-
good job.
I could give you the story, and you could do we could do a book together.
Oh Lord.
I have a book in mind. I do.
Where? Up here?
Yeah.
It's inside here.
Up here.
Linda, he got a book up inside here. His head looked like a book. Oh,
Well, let it-
Linda said it had been opened.
Boy, these stripes,
Well,
man.
That's a good one.
These
That's a
are
good one.
deadly.
Everybody
But
can't take their
that's
head
a
off
good thing.
sometimes.
She can.
Thank you.
She can.
I-
We both
I
can.
really
We
enjoyed
can
it.
take ours on.
And it's
But-
very colorful.
It is.
you
It's
know.
real
It looks
colorful.
colorful.
It's something
It's
that all
beautiful.
Looks
children
beautiful.
and even grown-ups
And
can
I-
identify with.
Exactly.
Because I
The
know
big
when I was little,
letters,
we
the
did, You
colors.
know, everybody's at one
I did.
point
Play
made a
something
mud
with
cake or
dots or
something made with
mud or
mud
something,
or
yeah.
something. So,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I made it big enough that, it's like, I don't want to do this. I want to be able to read back. And here's the thing. I also wanted to get back. We have grown into the technology world
Mhm.
Right.
that we will shut down
Book.
if technology shut down.
Right.
Yes, you're right.
And if you think about it, all kids are doing this and the animation is on the screen.
Right.
Mhm.
Nothing's coming out of their mouth to be
Right.
animation because it's already created for them.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, so I wanted to get back to tactics.
Okay.
I wanted to get back when you read a story, you showed your animation.
Right.
You
That's
show,
good. That's
you
good.
get into the verbiage, you
Mhm.
get into the pictures, and you do
Yes.
this, and you turn it around, and you
Yeah.
do this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
You don't
Right.
do that anymore.
Right.
Everything's on a computer screen or digital
Yes.
board or
Right.
And they don't get to turn the pages and
No.
everything.
Yeah.
They
don't
just slide it
experience
over.
Right. They
actual-
don't
yeah.
enjoy
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
can't hear the pages turn in the King James app Bible. When I turn it, I hear the page of
You can hear those pages turning on that one. Yeah.
So, I wanted kids, and I saw this through my grandchildren,
Mhm.
that I said, I want you to read, and they call me Yaya.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because in
Zaire
the
calls
movie, the big,
Analea, yeah.
Oh, really?
in the Big Fat Greek Wedding,
Oh,
Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the one that was
I
always
remember that.
wandering and
It
getting
was.
out of the house. You remember her? in the Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Uh-huh.
The grandmother, she was always wandering.
Right,
the grandmother,
Yeah.
her name was Yaya. And I said, when I become a grandma, my grandkids are gonna call me Yaya. And now they all call me Yaya.
Yeah.
But it was one of those kind of things that I said, okay, I want y'all to each read me a couple of pages in the book.
That's good.
And, you know, they were like, can I see your face, please? You know, it's just like, oh, sure, Yaya. They couldn't begin.
to
They,
read,
I mean, they could read,
but it
but
was just hard.
it
Wasn't
was
the same.
She
Yeah.
runs her foot over a spot that she had found for digging near the bottom of the stairs. Okay, back to one, and we're gonna do it again, but now we're gonna show a little bit enthusiasm into it. So my grandkids were the ones who said, well, yeah, we have everything on the computer screen and la 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 la
Yeah.
la 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 la. And I says, well, like Aaliyah, theater requires you to be animated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you really need to have a little bit of that animation in you and not be so calm and subtle. You need to be able to go here and there and go up and down, and you know, you got to have that fluctuation. You know, and it's good for you. It's healthy for you. It's like eating vegetables, you know,
right.
you know, versus eating apple pie and candy.
Ooh,
You know,
apple pie
kind of
sound
thing.
good with
You
some
know.
ice cream.
see?
Yeah.
Let's-
I
know, come back.
You have to
So,
go
you
get
know,
some.
I brought them back to basics.
Right.
So they were
I can
able
tell.
to get it and take it to their school, and the teacher was able to read it,
Uh-huh.
and she was able to, and the kids are like this. What you do next?
Yeah.
And then there's a little bit of rhyming in here,
Mhm.
you know, so, and it's repetitive,
Mhm.
you know, because you like the things to be a little bit repetitive. So, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, pour here, pour there,
Right.
and then you're shake and stir,
Right.
you know, and you
Right.
say that a couple of
Oh,
times in the book.
Uh-huh.
So kids are going to pick that up,
Right.
you know, and then you're going to get some kids that are going to go like, little bit of this, little bit of that. You know, they'll start moving their hips, you know, kind of thing. So now you get this a little bit of action movement.
Right.
So, you know, back in the
That's
day,
good.
if you think about it, there wasn't obesity.
That's true.
We didn't
'cause
have obesity.
That's right.
Because
Back in
whatever
kids.
you ate,
Yeah.
you burned it outside.
Outside.
Right?
And in
Yeah.
everything.
When it became it.
And stuff.
Yes. Now it's obesity 101, you know, and diabetes and everything, because the kids, the only thing that's getting exercises
The thumb.
are the thumbs and maybe the undercarriage,
Right.
you know, because they're making it loud, you know, versus the whole body. So I'm going back to basics.
Okay.
Right.
I'm taking it back to my world, my time,
Mhm.
and getting others, children, one by one, to get back to basics.
Mhm.
Right.
Now,
And
what
I
were
made
you
it
gonna say,
colorful.
Kim?
Big Mama knew was big. Everybody I knew growing up was big because I said when I get older and I'm in my 50s and 60s, I'm not.
And
gonna
there
be
were big mamas.
That
They
part.
were.
And they were getting
And they literally was big mamas.
amputated.
Yeah, but she was talking
Right.
about the kids.
There were big kids in my neighborhood. 'Cause
Really?
they was
And
eating.
we had some, but I understand the concept, you know, because we did, like you said,
We did,
kids
we
and
did.
adults.
'Cause
Yeah.
we joked.
But like you said, everything's become so convenient, so microwave,
You're
so
right.
quick.
Yes.
So
Microwave.
and to get them back to the basis of sitting down and applying yourself,
Right.
not what AI or whatever brings to you, but what do you bring to the table? Sit down and
Right.
study and read it and
Mhm.
you know, and get into the animation and what's going on and you know, because a lot of kids they go to school, they come home and all they want to do is get on the computer. Get on the
Exactly.
games.
Exactly.
But what happened to the, you know, when I was growing up, we sat and we read.
That's
we read
right.
and we studied.
Yes.
Our parents
We
sat
had
with us
books.
and we read. We had books.
Right.
I remember at that time they were selling those encyclopedias. They were
Oh,
going door to
yeah.
door.
All
they made
26
sure-
all 26
Yeah,
yeah. And we used them too.
and we used
We
it.
used those
And we
books.
applied that.
And they was
Right.
But
reading.
because we did,
Yeah,
like
them
you said, so
NLP
much
was
of our
together.
time, you
That's
know,
right.
getting
You so
that
crazy.
education and getting all that in.
Right.
And so that helped us. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
And that's
Whereas
why-
now, yeah,
And that's why I love the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory
Yeah.
with Gene Wilder,
yeah.
Uh-huh.
because when he opens up the doors and takes them into the Wonka, the
Mhm.
chocolate factory,
Mhm.
if you listen to the words, "Come with me and you'll see a true world imagination,"
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
you know, and you know, it goes to the whole thing of bring your imagination to life.
Exactly.
You
And
know,
his-
versus
work that
stifling
brain.
it and making it dormant.
And
Yeah,
his was
yeah.
more bright. I liked his version because
Oh, yeah.
it was way more bright. Everything that they make, and when they try to remake it, it seems to be darker.
Yeah,
does.
Charlie and the Chocolate
Charlie
Factory.
and the Chocolate Factory is darker.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's like taking the Wizard of Oz and they do with Wicked,
Yeah.
and now they're trying to do, they're trying to do another interpretation of Wizard of Oz and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, we're gonna go to the original
yeah,
Technicolor
black and white one and
before
all that.
the black and white
Yeah,
before it went to
1939.
color.
Yeah, I like that
Exactly.
one. The old one.
And to this day, I still watch it every year.
I do too.
I watch it every year.
watched it years.
Now, mind you, I'm sitting there singing and talking the words, and it's like Annie M. It's like here's me. I'm ready.
But you were right. Even now, they are not allowing the kids to have their phones now.
Yeah.
And I think
And
it's
they
Fort
shouldn't.
Worth District. I think they're saying that they are not going to allow them to do it because they'll be sitting there on their phones and they're not.
It's
I went
distracting.
to the school in Fort Worth. I'm not gonna call the name, but I went out there to do because they would send us out to do what like a career day. I think that's what they
Okay.
would call it. And they would have you to go out there and talk about what you did on your job and all this stuff. So I walk in the classroom and I didn't even know the teacher was in there.
Oh,
They were throwing spitballs and throwing balling up paper. I mean, just
wow.
in there. And when I walked in, I'm like, am I in the right classroom? They throwing out. So the teacher gets up and come to the door to greet me and everything. And I'm like, okay. He said, well, I'm such, and I introduced myself. He said, I said, well, where's the teacher? He said, oh, I am the teacher. I said, and these kids doing all of this in here?
Wow.
He said, oh, yeah, I'm used to it. I said, well, how do you teach them? He said, well, I do what I can do, and they do what they want to do. And that just threw me off when he said that. So when I get up to talk, they throwing paper. I said, excuse me, can I get your attention? And they kept on. So I hit the table real hard, and they jumped like this. I said, excuse me, I'm only here for a few minutes. I need you all to listen to me. They finally did. One person was back there. He was on the phone and everything. And I said, sir, can you please put your phone up so you can hear this and blah, blah. Okay, yes, ma'am. And and he did like that. So I did my little thing. And I told the teacher when I got there, I said, I don't know how you can teach these kids like that. So it was to him, it was like, I'm getting paid to do a job. You can't tell them what to do. And what was so bad about it, majority of men that was our race.
Yeah.
And they throwing spitballs in there. I went to another school to do one, and that's where I met Cynthia. That was on the show. I met Cynthia at this school because she was one of the, I guess, school monitors. She was doing something with them. And when I walked in and everything, and they was all right then. But this quarterback came in. He's the quarterback of the school, right? Everybody go to hollering his name and all this stuff. So I get up to speak, and he over there having a conversation like you and Kim be talking.
Yeah.
I'm up trying to talk, and he gets louder and louder with the little boy, right?
That's because Kim is distracted.
It's
I be trying to listen, but Kim
yeah, right. Yeah, right. Kim, the quietest thing on the show almost.
Better. Like, you get me in trouble. She call me out. You get us in trouble.
It used to be Linda and Jerome.
Oh, now, dog,
Right.
that's a couple there.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's still Linda.
it's
What's
still-
that? Keep
but
my name
it's
out.
still-
Keep your name out my mouth. I got still you.
But it was so he was just talking, and I'm up there trying to talk. And so I stopped. I said, sir, do you mind if I can finish what I need to do? Because you all over the conversation. Oh, but I need to finish my conversation, trying to be funny.
Didn't he ask you, don't you know who I am?
Yeah, he said, don't you know who I am? I
Oh,
said,
my
no.
goodness.
And who are
Oh.
you? He said, oh, I'm the quarterback.
Arrogant.
I said, and he said, oh, I'm the quarterback of this. I said, and I am Miss Kirkwood, and I work for Workforce Solution, and I'm here to do my job, and I need you to be quiet. Oh, he kept. I said, sir, will you please escort him out right now?
In the line.
Calm down. Come back.
That's how I did it. No, I
can
lost
tell,
it just
I can
then.
tell, I can see.
But anyway,
Come
so
back.
check this out. So the security guy walked in, and he said, what's going on, Miss Kirkwood? I said, he is interrupting my class because he's the quarterback. He said, boy, get your butt up and come on with me. Boy, everybody cracked up laughing.
God.
They laughed so hard because He was embarrassed when the security guy told her, get your butt up and come on with me. You're not going to disrespect this woman. Because we asked him to come.
Yeah.
I got through in my class and Cynthia was saying, man, I can't believe that you was able to get the security guy to get him out of here. She said, do you know how many times these people come and they just talk over them?
Wow.
I wasn't going to do it because my thing is, you are going to respect me.
That's it.
Because I came out here to do it. So the security guy made me come back and say, apologize to me in front of the whole class.
All right
I
now.
believe you.
Because
Yes,
I'm
you
going to
should do
apologize
that.
because you had went off just a second. Like you was in the
He's like, come
classroom.
back.
She was in that classroom for a second. I was
play.
nervous. And I
I
was
don't
like,
play
wait.
when it comes to
She
kids.
just called me and came out. I didn't want her to hit us. I told her to
That's
come-
the reason why I
come back.
can't be no school teacher.
At all.
No,
I said
I've
you
been-
go there just to set me up.
I can't be no school teacher.
That's why I stopped working for the school district.
I'm serious because
Child,
these
will make
kids,
you.
No,
they'll make you lose. Because one time
Yep.
I was
Yeah.
doing this new project and we was working with these kids, you know, and one of the little boys was gonna talk noise to me. Before I knew it, y'all, I ran over there and grabbed him by the thing and I lifted him up. And I said, if you ever disrespect me like that again, you will not come back. I didn't have no more problem out of that class.
I'm quite sure.
I didn't have no more problem.
Good.
But you know, it's
but that's what they need.
but you know, that's what my good friend that's out right now. She said that's how she was able to contain her class because she walked in there and built her, you know, status up with them, let them know that you don't
We ain't
play
gonna
with Queen Martha, you know.
Right.
These other teachers over here across the hall, she said they in there hollering and screaming. When those kids would leave out of her room and come over there, they was the most respectful kids. They wanna, well, Miss Queen Martha, how you get them to do it? She said, because I don't play. Y'all playing, y'all gotta build
Y'all
your
want to be their friend.
yeah, y'all want to talk to them and everything. She said, but you got to build that statue with them that, hey, when you come in here, you're going to learn. It's ridiculous that you have a lot of kids that's graduating and don't know how to read.
That's true. That's so true.
That's sad.
Yeah.
They get scholarships and
don't.
stuff because they're good with basketball, football, and all of this, and baseball, and they cannot read.
No, because they don't open
They
up a
can't
book
read a
and do
basic
it.
They can't.
Yeah.
They don't
Everything
even know
reads
how
for
to
them.
act.
AI reads
Yeah,
for you, do
for
things for you. I
Yeah,
mean,
you don't have to do nothing no more.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
you can get on there and tell it, and I'm guilty myself because I get on there and I tell it what to do, and it'll do it for me.
Yeah.
Right.
You
yeah,
know?
but you're doing a certain thing
But you
and
still
you're
know how
trying
to
to get
You're doing
something
research.
accomplished.
You're
Right.
right. I know how to read.
It's
do
not
that.
like you're trying
Yeah,
to
you
take a
gotta
test,
research.
you know, get an
Right.
answer, or
Exactly.
you don't know what that
Right.
word means. So, it's like, hey, what does that propaganda mean? You have a purpose.
Right.
Kids today they're taking it to the level that it shouldn't go to.
Mhm.
To the point like back in the airline years, because I used to work for Pan Am and American Airlines. And
I can see that.
They,
I can't.
I can see that. Sit down, sir.
I don't
You in 3A. Sit down.
You working for
know. I trained flight attendant.
That's why I said 3A.
That's what I'm saying. She probably was good at that.
That's why I said 3A because
And
she
her
looked like
little
she
suit.
first class.
I know, right?
Did you have a little hat on too?
No. No. I trained the flight attendant. They wore it.
Well, I ain't heard Pan Am in a long time.
Pan Am, and then when I came to Texas,
Are they still exist?
American no, they're gone.
No,
They
they're gone.
furloughed after that lockdown.
I don't fly a lot, so I don't know.
Yeah, but it was what? Go ahead.
Linda, she fly a lot.
I used to. I really did.
I
I used to
He
fly a lot.
is trying to be.
But
funny.
are you planning on writing another book?
My goal is to write another book. I'm not sure what it will be on. I know that we were the first kids in the neighborhood to get a swimming pool, but I'm trying to see how I can put a spin on that and do something good with it. Like my neighbor, we were here, my neighbor was here, and we grew up. Then when we moved away, we kind of lost track of each other. Like 30 years later, we get together and
wow.
we do a duet together for a play.
Oh.
And it was a play that was so awesome because it was called Secret Lovers.
Okay.
Okay. Now
Remember that
we
song?
weren't secret
Yeah.
lovers, but him and I played we did the singing part, and we opened it up. And as soon as you do the Secret Lovers part, we fade out, and now the lights come up, and now it's the romance, and it's the whole
That's
lover
cute.
scene and all of that. And then when they, goes through the whole play, and then maybe we had secret love
Words, huh?
all the time. And then it closes the curtain.
Oh,
It was just really, really magical. That was just because Brian and I grew up, what is it like to kiss a boy? I don't know. What is it like to kiss a girl? I don't know. You want to try? Are you going to be the boy? I'm going to be the girl. Who are you going to be? Okay, here we go. Okay, do you do one of these things? You're like, did we kiss? I don't know. Is that what kissing is? I don't know. It was like, okay, well, let's go do something else because this is boring. And stuff like that. So we grew up together. He would curse and his mother put soap in his mouth and he comes around the corner. He goes, I can't throw in my, and all the suds are coming out. I'm like, you cursed at your mom, didn't you? And he goes, sure. I'm like, keep it out. She'll give you more soap. So, we just grew up together. So when we did that, it was like that moment, of acting, but we really were into our characters for them to do the play, so we just like, it was great.
That's good.
That's
Awesome. Look at it.
No, Linda, I didn't do it.
Oh no, I was going to. She said we was gonna have other topics
What was
And
it? What time you want to talk on?
about Travis Hunter divorce.
Who? Oh, the young football player.
player.
You know him, Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I know Travis.
They was telling
Why
him
you
not
playing
to.
like you don't know who he is?
They
At first I
they
didn't know
was
who he was
telling
talking
him not to marry her, and she still married him. And now she wanna get a divorce. Was she asking for like
40 million.
40 something million? They ain't been married that long, man.
Oh,
No.
wow. She knew
About
she
what,
was
3
doing.
months? Was it 3 months?
Ain't
She
been
knew
that long,
exactly
yeah.
what she was doing.
And then she said she pregnant too, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
Wow.
that's that kissing.
She's seeking 40 million.
That kissing.
Yeah.
40 million.
She's seeking 40.
And she haven't been married. How long has they been married?
Less than 3 days, 4 days.
Oh, really?
No, it's been longer than
It was.
4
I
days.
thought it was
Been-
months.
About a
It ain't
month.
been that
They
long.
have to be
It ain't been
together
that
by a
long.
certain amount of time.
So she supposed to be pregnant too. Is she older than him? And who team he played for?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad he ain't with the Cowboys.
This man said he don't feel no
Right. He
empathy
still have a
for him.
chance.
Yeah.
No
You said
empathy
what,
for him.
Linda?
This guy said, he said, I can't feel no empathy for this man. Almost everyone was telling this man to not marry her. And he just looked at us just like we was crazy. Everyone like we was all on another planet and he was on the right one.
Mhm.
So he ignored it.
Well, maybe he was so excited because he's a football player now, and
But they was going together in college. And stuff.
they were
Off and on.
off
She
and on.
was smart.
She was smart.
She
Yeah.
she played the role.
Affect us?
It don't affect us at all. It's
How will
just
this affect us in the game?
Oh, the game.
How will this affect us, and how will it affect the
it
game?
won't affect because he's not the
He doesn't play.
he's a quarterback, but I think isn't he a quarter?
I don't know
Carlos
what
Otis. Is he asleep?
Mm-mm.
He was red way back.
Travis, is he what is he, a quarterback or
Travis Hunter,
uh-huh.
he played both sides. He played wide receiver.
wide receiver?
And he's
So-
still playing.
So he's really
He's a rookie.
he's
Yeah.
a rookie.
Mhm.
She saw ching ching.
And she got her money's worth.
Well,
Is
She's
she
gonna
gonna
get
get
something,
the- is
something
she
that
gonna
she
get the
didn't
40
have.
million?
She getting some of that money.
She gonna get some
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
something. So she didn't
She
have
gonna-
it.
If
She
he's
got it
smart,
now.
He gonna settle.
Yeah, he
Because he
will.
didn't make her sign a prenup.
Correct.
Oh my
He didn't make her sign a
God.
prenup.
Do they still do that?
Yes, they do.
yep.
They
You want
should.
to?
Ooh, wow. I know.
If
I
they have
would.
something well worth vesting.
Mm. Wow.
She came in with nothing, leaving with everything.
Whoa. That is something else.
And then-
Wonder what he's saying now. Because they said they kept telling him
He's
not to
probably
marry.
sick. I feel.
Old man river.
You feel sorry for him? Then?
I don't know if I won't say I feel sorry for him, but you know, young people, he felt like he was in love with her. He felt like maybe,
He probably
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and he thought it was going to be a good, probably if he married her, she would turn. You know, some people have that mentality.
Delusion.
Yeah,
Say it.
that word.
Delusional.
That word Willie want.
That
That,
can change people.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
he thought that
He
marriage
thought it
would do
change
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Calmer jets.
Yeah.
Rev them up.
Yeah. And then we got this woman that she having a hotel moment in the Capitol. Isn't she in the
Oh,
Capitol?
that's Nicole Collier.
Yeah.
Nicole, yeah.
Yeah.
She's staying in the Capitol because she didn't want them following her around. I guess it was something like that.
Right.
Oh.
And everything. So she spent the night. She's still in the
Yeah,
Capitol.
she's still in
I
there.
She's
saw
still
a
there,
picture
Nicole
of her.
Collier.
Put her night thing on.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
had her little bonnet on
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
I
had her
saw
little
that.
blanket. I guess she must have brought her clothes when they was off, when they were left and they
You know, they
came back.
left. Yeah. They
So
came
she
back.
probably still
I
had
didn't
her
even know you
suitcase.
could do that.
What?
Stay in the Capitol.
Well, see, no,
I
what
didn't know
happened
you
was
could
she didn't
either.
sign this document that said that she would have to have a policeman or something watching her.
Security.
Yeah, security watching her, make sure she come back to, I guess, what is it, to do the redistricting thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
And so she refused to sign it. So they locked the door and told her she couldn't leave.
Gotcha.
So that's how she ended
said,
up
if I'm
staying.
not leaving, I want to at least be comfortable.
Yeah.
I
So
understand
I'm thinking
that.
she must have brought her own stuff
But I can't understand. Is that legal?
and stuff. So some say it is, some
Holding
say
you
it's
against your will.
Yeah, that's holding her against her will. That's like kidnapping, isn't it?
not.
Oh man.
She's standing up for her rights, she said. She represents her
Okay.
people, and she said that she's standing up for her right. And what she's doing, she's making all of these videos and talking about all this stuff on what's going on and why she's doing it and all of it. She's pretty bold, though. I like Nicole. She's a cool person. I met
she
her
reminds me of
and
Jasmine
talk with Jasmine Crockett is something else. Governor Abbott is really trying to shut her up.
No.
She just keep on talking and everything. So, but yeah, she's determined to stay. I don't know how long she's gonna be there or what, but she's feisty. She's something.
Yeah.
She's standing up for her rights,
Yeah.
and everything. But sometimes you have to stand or you'll fall for anything.
Yes.
It just depends on
very
what you
true.
want to stand
Mhm.
for. And everybody have their right to whatever. So she want to
That's
stand
true.
for it, go
That's
for
true.
it.
Everybody have
You
their
know.
right.
And
I
everything.
wonder if she ordered food in.
She probably did. Or
Yeah.
they brought it. They said she was eating little, what was it? They said she was eating little vegetables and popcorn and something else she was eating while she was there. Peaches, apples, or something like
Oh my
that.
goodness.
And she was
Okay.
eating it. So she may have had somebody to what?
She should
Bring
invite
her
some
stuff
girlfriends.
Yeah.
Maybe the slumber party.
Well, I'll look at it back in this here in the day. A lot of people, even in the church, they don't want to get disciplined in the church. They want to do whatever they want to do.
True.
And they think that if you try to discipline them, that some people say you out of order
Right.
when you trying to, discipline them. But you can't just let them do anything in the church. Because some people can do some stuff in the church and you be like, I can't believe they did that. I really can't believe they actually did that.
Yeah.
And you be like, but they get up and they profess to be a Christian, and then they acting all this kind of way in the church, want to fight in the church and doing all this
Yes.
stuff in the church, and you be like, dang, you do that out there. But they bring it in here. I've been in situations where people have brought guns in the church, have walked up on the pastor with a gun, and I'm sitting there tripping. We didn't do this in the country.
I would have been ducking.
Shoot. And then he old and shaking his hand like this, and then the gun fall out on the floor. And I'm like, oh my God, this is actually a gun. He walking up on the pastor and couldn't even hold the gun.
Well, one of the key words you said and what you said is acting.
Mhm.
A lot of people are acting coming to church.
That's true.
And part of it is leadership's fault, but there's also part pew members' fault
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of us are told we just got to come in respect with no action behind the respect.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning this, it's hard for me to respect you, and I know you got 5 mistresses in the audience.
Oh, that's good.
It's
That's
hard for me to respect you, and you're talking bad about me to leadership.
Okay.
Because after the offense, there's really no comeback.
Go.
If
Come
we
on.
being honest,
That's
because
right.
a
Come
lot
on.
of people, they like, because we get allies more than we really do love covering a multitude of sins.
Sin.
See what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if Kim is mad at me, she gonna tell you. I'm not saying she is.
Yeah,
but
we just
she
acting
mad.
as our child.
She gonna tell
We just
you.
acting.
So now y'all gossiping about me.
Right.
Now you tell Lisa.
And then it's all
Lisa
over the
gonna
church.
by the time it get to Linda, I done killed 2 dogs and,
Yeah.
5
slept
cats.
with 3 cats.
Right.
Yep.
But
And you the
but-
biggest homemonger in the
right,
church
But
now.
watch this.
Yeah.
The offense was today I didn't say hello to Kim.
And
That was the
Kim got mad.
offense. But by the time it got to Linda, I done did way more than just not say hello.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could have been going through something. And a
Something.
lot of us, we don't think,
That's
when
right.
that person
Say
usually talk to me, got a smile on their face.
Hey,
But you
something
know what?
wrong.
My mama died before I walked into church. What was I
Right.
supposed to say?
Because my
Mhm.
mind
Yeah,
is on
My
that.
mind is on that.
Right.
So we don't give people the grace and mercy we ask God to give us.
Us. Good point.
You know,
Good
and so a lot of times it's because of the stuff that you don't see behind the scenes.
point. Mhm.
Exactly.
They don't talk about that.
Yeah.
You know, because, and I look at leadership a lot. That's why I don't always like leadership, because when you're in leadership, you're held accountable.
Yes, you are.
Way more than other folks.
That's right. That's
So I
true.
always ask myself, if I go to a church, am I as accountable as I want my leadership to be?
to be good.
Because there have been times when they've been wrong, but there's been a whole lot of times I've been wrong.
Wrong.
And we don't like to talk about it. They offended me. They did me dirty. No, they called out the BS. They called out the mess. They're tired of seeing you be this person
Thank
when
you.
God called you to be this
that
person.
person. That's
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah.
some of us don't want to count. And then if you've never
That's
been,
true.
if you've never had accountability at home, at
Mhm.
school, and then you come to church, why do people think people supposed to behave when no one's correcting them outside of the
Uh-oh.
church?
Come on.
Yes.
No one can tell you nothing. No one can check you.
Come
I,
on.
I love it when a person walks to you or around you and they're like,
Yeah,
well, I heard.
right. What you hear?
And
Yeah.
and there it goes.
Add a gorilla to mine and a Jolly Rancher,
I
because
know.
I'm not clearing nothing up.
You
I'm
know,
not.
Husky, I appreciate you saying that, because sometimes a particular person can walk into church and she doesn't speak, she just walk right by you. But now I realize she might have something else on her mind,
Mhm.
and speaking, she doesn't even think about she didn't
Right.
speak.
Right.
So thank you, I
And-
appreciate that.
Everyone handles tragedy differently. Like if you're going through something, you're talking to me, and I'm going through something. I can hear everything you say,
But you have
but my mind isn't on nothing you're
That's
saying.
right.
Right.
You know, and all these folks that's prophets and got discernment, but you can't discern that this person ain't got nothing to eat at home.
Thank you. Thank
Exactly.
you.
I'm
Thank
hungry
you.
right now.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the word,
Right.
and I can't feed my kids
Kids.
Right.
because I paid all my bills, but now I ain't got nothing for groceries.
Mhm.
See, we don't think about stuff like that. Like you didn't see. I remember one time it was a lady at church. I'll never forget. Me and my best friend used to come to church together, and I said, "Hey, let's put some money together." And hand her some money, and I handed her some money with my best friend. She started crying because she needed groceries.
Okay.
Didn't know how she paid the gas to get to church, but didn't know how she was gonna eat groceries. And she had a little daughter. I think we only handed her like $50. But you know what $50 will do better than you hitting me with a scripture
Oh yes.
when I need gas money or when I
Yes.
need
Because
when
you're
I
not going
need
to be
to
worried
eat.
about
Yeah.
those
Oh
scriptures.
yes.
But everybody's discerning. But you discern the bad spirit. You
Right.
discern the bad attitude. But you didn't discern that her stomach was not full.
And I'm gonna
Stuff
tell
that
you
costs
another
money.
one.
Yeah.
I was, man, I need to pay this bill. I know I need to pay some bills.
Right.
And I'm like, Lord, I said, Lord, I know you make a way. You know how you do that.
Yeah.
And I need help, Lord. I need help. I need help today. That lady right there. She called me at work. And she said, Linda, I need you to. It was something she wanted me to bring by the house, and I'm like, what the hell? I said, she never asked me to bring her. What? Oh, I said, because at the time I was
Right.
kind of reprobated.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, hell, I'm in trouble. So she want me to come by her house. And I said, oh, hell, she won't talk to me. I did something, Lord. What did I do? Yeah. And after I get off work, I'm trying to stay at work so I wouldn't have to go to her house. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, so I get to her house. And I said, I always ask her, what have I done?
Aww.
Because she always say, when I've done something, she always say, I love you, right?
I had to start the conversation out with love.
Let's start on a positive note.
And I'm like, oh, hell, what have I done now? And I got to the point right now when she tell me, I love you, right? And I'm like, oh, hell, what have I done? And I'm going to accept whatever I have done.
Right.
This woman gave me $1,000. Because he said, God told her to give it to me.
Wow.
And I needed that money.
Right.
Just to get over that hump.
And she gave me that money.
Wow.
And she said, God told me to give you this. Now, I don't know if she fussed with God about it. But all I know is
I know he told me to do it and told me how to do it.
Right.
And I did it like he told me how to do it, But like you say with discernment.
Yeah.
When you have that, you use that, know. And that's how he works with me with that. And he's so detailed with it that I have to be obedient to it, know. So, but we had been blessed, and he had told me, these are the people I want you to bless.
Right.
And I called every one of them up. I did what he told me to do. And from that on, we've been getting blessed.
Right.
You know?
Get your new list.
Huh?
With my name on it. Get your new list.
But I tell you what, let me tell you the day though.
You need to mess with my real name on
let me tell you what happened though.
Let me slide my name
Baby,
up.
let me tell you. The other day, y'all, I looked at my account, it had 0.0. I said, let me look at this again. It was 0.0. And I was sitting there trying to pay a bill, and the Spirit said, no, stop. Because the church is going to bless you tomorrow. Right. I'm serious. I don't know, but I told her, I said, look at this, 0.0. Didn't have nothing in there.
Right.
Because we don't get a salary. Our salary, what God blesses us with. And since Glenn been retired, my money is funny, real funny, it's laughable funny. But I don't worry about it. I pay my tithes and I go on because God's still blessed.
Right. That's right.
But that next Sunday, it was our church anniversary. They always try to bless us, with it. And I mean, they blessed us really well. I was about to pass out because she had said, well, since we moved in this new building, we ain't going to be able to give y'all nothing. I said, well, I ain't worried about it. Then I said, who is this saying that? Who said that we ain't going to be,
Right.
And then she said, no, we ain't going to be able to do as much as we, been doing. I said,
trying to set her up.
Yeah.
I said, that's okay. That's fine. We ain't going to worry about it.
Her problem is she's nosy.
Oh.
And so, I just left it alone, but they did bless. They did bless. And I was shocked when I opened it up and saw that check. I almost passed out.
Yeah.
And Pastor is one that don't want to take. I said, but Pastor, you miss your blessing. When people are trying to bless you,
take the
it
blessing.
said you can bring the money and lay it at the apostle's feet.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take your blessing.
Right.
We so used to being, we are one always blessing.
Giving.
We always giving. So it is hard to receive when you're the giver all the time.
Right.
But I've learned in this walk, when that pastor told me, don't let me miss my blessing because you don't want to take it. Now, let me give it to you, dear. If you want to give it back, that's fine.
That's fine.
I ain't giving nothing back.
Yes.
I'm keeping all my blessings.
Yeah.
But you have to learn how to listen to God when he tell you something.
Right.
And that's what we try to do is be real. Because
Yep.
see, I take my ministry very seriously.
Yes.
I don't get behind no pulpit and then I'm cussing and horning and doing all this stuff
No,
like
you're
that.
right.
And then get up here and preach God's word because
Right.
God said he's going to judge you even more
Right.
than doing that. And I told him on Sunday, Carlos preached a good sermon. Our minister named Carlos, which is oldest twin brother, he preached on if you quack like a duck, walk like a duck, talk like a duck, you ought to look like a duck. But wouldn't that be something you get in front of that and you find out it ain't a duck?
That part.
He said that's how it is with a Christian. You act like a Christian,
yes.
you walk like a Christian, you talk like a Christian. Then you find out what they are not a Christian. I mean, he worked that thing.
I was
Sunday.
trying to find that duck passage, but
It wasn't in the Bible.
I Googled it, but I couldn't find it. I said, duck, where that located?
And the crazy part about it all is a lot of us are proclaiming Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
But do you look like it?
That's it. That's the question.
Because
Quack, quack.
Looking like Jesus is a whole lot
Lot-
different than
it's-
saying you like Jesus.
That's right. Because you gonna go through
looking
some
like
trials,
Jesus,
baby.
if you still doing the same stuff you did 30 years ago when
Come
you got
on now,
saved,
say it.
you might not be saved.
Hey, you better
Because
check
there
yourself.
should be some growth.
There should be some
There
growth.
should
There's gonna be some
And it
things
ought to
that
be
you're gonna
some
struggle with all your life.
deliverance. That's
Yeah.
right. It
There's
ought
gonna
to
be
be
some
some
things
deliverance.
that there
Yeah,
is
you gotta
guaranteed to be
struggle.
something you're gonna struggle with the
Right,
rest of your life.
right.
And you be like, but God, why you ain't take this way? Because if I don't take this thorn out, if I take this thorn out your side, you ain't gonna act right.
Right.
You already don't act right. If I take this thorn out your side, you really ain't gonna act right.
And
There's gonna be
we're
some-
not
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
You're
we're not
gonna-
supposed to
you're
be.
going
Yeah.
to be. But there ought to be a change in you where
Yeah.
people will
There ought to be
see
signs, yeah.
that you are Christian
Yeah.
and you up here doing and you know you have to. But before we even start pastoring, I know I gotta get ready through. I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, take all this cussing out of me, take all this stuff out of me, because I go off on people and all this stuff, take it out of me before, because I do not want to act like that behind that pulpit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to hear stuff because, see, I'm going to have to correct you.
Right.
I'm going to have to talk, because, see, it said those that he loved, he chastened. But he's teaching me how to correct them through our round table.
Right.
And sometimes through the round table, we have to be able to see what the problem is to solve the problem.
Right.
But you want to get up and preach all this stuff and then want to live like doing not just hoeing around. It's more to it than a
It's a whole
hoeing,
lot more, yeah.
fornicating, and adultery. I don't know why people think that's the only sin in the
Gossiping.
world.
It's
Baby,
causing offenses
you can
and
treat
everything
people
else.
wrong and know
Yeah.
you treat them wrong,
Exactly.
and then sit up and act like you're the only person. I mean, I'm right and you always wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When you get to that point where you always right and nobody else is, everybody else wrong, you need to check yourself.
That part.
But that's another conversation we got to have. But anyway, right now we're gonna stop in our fashion by Kimberly.
Ooh, don't stop. That was a good word.
I
I,
know.
was
It
leaning
really
in.
was.
Well, you
I
don't
was
want to
leaning-
fashion then?
I mean,
Well, we
I
wanted
don't
to
mind,
hear
but we
what
was
you had to
leaning
say.
in. We was
But I'm just
leaning
saying
into the word.
that just gets to me when
Yeah.
you're treating people like this
Yeah.
and abusing them. And these are your sisters and brothers
Exactly.
in church.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you doing them dirty, and then you want to get up or teach Sunday school or
Stop.
sing or preach God's word like it ain't nothing.
Right.
And you done hurt your sister and brother in the congregation. These are people, like my son, you said, you don't boo-boo where you eat.
That part.
So you don't treat people wrong in the church and then act like you haven't done anything
Right.
to them.
That's right.
Now that irritates me.
Just imagine.
And then when I hear it,
Yeah.
I gotta correct that.
Yeah.
It's real.
Because see, the next thing they gonna say is, well, the pastor allowed them to do it. The hell you say, not this pastor.
Right.
Because we're gonna bring you in.
Right.
Now, if you want to leave after that, that's fine. But it irritates me when people can mistreat their sisters and brothers. And you know what? We are more closer being sister and brother in Christ than you are with your own family member. Because if your family member and don't believe in Jesus, you ain't gonna see them.
There you
Right.
go.
So we're more connected, more as sisters and brothers in here than even in your family.
That's
Right.
good.
You see,
That's
because
good.
we are anointed by Christ. We accept Christ as our Lord and Savior. Then that makes us what? Sisters and brothers. So how am I going to be doing this and having incest with my sister and brother?
Exactly.
You see, so we got to learn how to love one another
Right.
in the church, treat people right, and then walk around like nothing happened.
Right.
Exactly.
That irritates me.
Yeah.
So we got to do better as Christians. That's going to be another conversation we're going to have.
That's a
But
very
we're
good
getting ready to
conversation to
close
have.
out this show. But we thank you all for tuning in to the Talk of Life talk show with Elma with our conversation chit chat.
Yes.
Can I
Yeah.
say, can she
Yeah.
sing that song?
Oh, yeah. Can you do
What
that
song?
Edie Bunker song?
Boy, the way Glenn Miller plays songs that made the hit parade. Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days. And you knew when you were then. Girls and men were men. Mister, we can use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Didn't need no welfare state. Everybody pulled his weight. Gee, how old LaSalle ran great. Those were the days.
All right. Good night. Thank you all. Tune in every
Good night,
Monday
Sandy.
and Thursday, 8 p.m. May God bless you and keep you. Rent the Kirk Booth, www.thekirkbooth.com. Good night.
Good night,
That was good. That was good.